Hey, what's going on, Zoa? This is Sakoni Prince. Fuck, your mother told me that you wanted your own video after I did the one for Xavier, so I figured I'd do one for you as well. Hey, look, she explained to me how there's certain things that you wanted to have happen between her and your dad, and I know that that can be hard to deal with at times. In fact, my mom and dad, they got divorced when I was 2 months old, and so I found myself growing up with access to my father, but not having him in the house with me. And I know how difficult that can be, and how, as a child, you want your parents to be together. But there are times when things happen that are really beyond your control, beyond your mother's control, beyond your father's control. And so, don't hold that against them. I mean, it's sad to say, but there are a lot of kids like that are dealing with that same issue. But I know that doesn't really change how you feel, and in fact, what you're going through. But you know what I had to learn? I had to learn how to make adjustments. And the older you get, the more you're going to understand that sometimes that's just a part of life. Things don't always go the way we plan. I know that oftentimes I've had plans myself and they never go the way I want them to go. But it's okay as long as you're willing to make an adjustment. Somebody once said that the end of the road is the bend in the road if you fail to make the turn. And that just simply saying that if the road is turning, but you want to keep going straight, well, that bend in the road is going to be your end because you don't want to make the turn. And see, oftentimes we find ourselves being directed in life in ways that we didn't want to go. And if we don't follow the road, what happens is we wind up being off the road. Hey, look, I hope this helped you. I know that it doesn't really solve your issue or your problem, but I want you to know that you're not alone, and I understand how you feel. But I also want you to know that you can not only get past this and get through it, but you can also learn from it and learn that when it comes to you and your children, that you do everything in your power to make sure that you have a home that's stable for them, and that's by no means saying the fact that your mother's not doing that for you, but I'm just saying just have some planning. I tell my kids all the time, I said, whenever you find someone that you want to marry, y'all need to sit down and talk about kids, how many kids you want, how many kids you don't want, whether they're boys or girls or whatever, and even that's not a guarantee. My wife, she always said she wanted 4 kids, and I'd already had one once we were married. So we wound up having a total of 5, and I never would have imagined I had 5 kids. Yes, I said 5 kids. The oldest one is 28, the youngest one is 8. We have 2 boys and 3 girls, and the boys are the bookends. The boys are, the ones that the oldest and the youngest. But even with that being said, you have to do your best to, try to plan your life, because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And look, I hope this helps. If you have any other questions or any comments, please be happy to share them with me. I would love to hear them. And Sharon, I thank you for trusting me with an opportunity to just kind of speak into the lives of your children. All right, God bless. Bye.